me figure out what's going on. Oh, I think we're on. Hey, everybody. We'll be choppy here. It'll be a choppy feed. Hope you took your Dramamine. But, yeah, I know we had visual for a while, then we lost that. I'm trying to get the best stream we possibly can here for everybody as we bring you round 2 of the MoTown here from Detroit, Michigan. Thanks for joining us here on City TV, everyone. As we have a 0-0 game through the first. You saw part of it, not all of it. We are still dealing with some technical things.
I was going to say, Jeremy, we're battling some technical difficulties down here. So,
yeah, the early starts on top of this barn has just awful service. So,
oh boy, keep going back, boys.
We'll mention the cannoli in net here for the Penguins as it comes across.
Good job by Linden Track right there to stay body on body, stick on stick, not take a penalty and turn the play the other way. One's up out of play, 7:51 left in the first. As Jeremy's trying to battle with some of the technical difficulties here.
Yep, we've got you up and running. It's just going to be choppy, folks. Take your Dramamine and yeah, we'll battle through it. I appreciate all the messages on what you guys can see and hear. So appreciate that. I do know a lot of you joining us live here. I see Matt and Stephanie and Todd Bolus, who deleted his message. Message retracted. I'm guessing he said something rude about me.
I was thinking he was saying something about me, because you know, where's the Commodore? You know, because I heard the Commodore was supposed to be on, but he's still en route. So you get, you know, the B commentator. Well, maybe C whenever you're talking about Todd.
So the Penguins have it in the neutral zone as it's picked up by Burrows. Burrows will go up the outside for the birthday boy, Flume. Flume drives in.
2-on-1, here we go, boys.
With a shot that's blocked. Rebound sent to the cage by Bolus. Picking it up, Foster down the half wall.
Jeremy, this is so loud right now in my brain. Is there a way to turn this?
I'm trying to.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm just hoping it doesn't affect us on
we're good there.
On the stream. So let us know if we get too soft spoken. Not in either of our nature. I think I got the clock functional. I think we're good to go here. Other than the choppiness of the stream, we're good to go. I will let the game play long, so you should be able to see the last minute or so. I'll keep a track of that as we go. But thanks, everybody, for joining us on City TV. I would give you the starting lineups, but I don't know them because that was 8 minutes ago. But I will tell you that we do have the cannoli back in net, number 30, Rylan Calabrese for the Penguins, as Halton tries to get out of their zone. I will tell you it's been tilted this direction. For a good part of this game so far.
I will tell you, this Hurricanes team has some size to them, do they not, Jeremy? I mean, 6'4" is not out of the realm, I'm thinking here somewhere.
Some big boys.
Yeah.
As we'll have an offensive zone draw, it'll be Bereneman. As Halton will come away with it. The Penguins played the Hurricanes last year. It might have been here in Detroit, actually. I believe it was. I don't remember the exact score, but it was a closer game than the score, if I remember correctly. This Halton's team had quite a few good scoring chances and were able to do some things. So we'll see what it looks like this year as Halliday leaves a puck for Bereneman. His centering pass for Golnak's picked off, and back come the Hurricanes through center. Weaving into the Penguins' end for a centering pass. What a defensive play by Caruso.
Nice play job. Nice play by Caruso right there.
Excellent positioning, breaking up a 2-on-1 pass and turning it back the other way as the Penguins battle in the Halton, and it's flipped in behind the cannoli. Where do we picked up by Caruso? Reversed for his partner, Chappell. Chappell.
Oh, up to Jones. Jones, here we go. Cut in deep.
Up the wing and a blocker side save that you could see that goalie read that one as he opened that stick face up to go high blocker side. A great read there by the netminder for the Hurricanes. As the Penguins regroup at center, getting it back into the Halton zone.
Oh, nice sauce right there.
A little Alfredo to the stick of Pelly. He drove the near side here, gets rejected back. He'll switch with Schweitzer. Schweitzer back for Pelly. A one move around right down Main Street for a heavy wrist shot that's blocked to the corner.
Go, Schweitzer. Cuts right to the middle. I love to see that. Get to the goal scoring areas.
Stat line for him in the last game, a goal and 2 helpers.
Ooh.
A big day for 23 in the earlier tilt, a 4-1 win for the Penguins. As it's back in the Halton corner. Halton pinned in here. As pressure comes from Jones. It's lofted up the center, and the Hurricane back after it. The Hurricanes are in blue uniforms here. With the Halton Hurricane logo on the chest, like a dark blue, light blue combo. As Flume comes in, his drive is blocked to the netting above.
So, Jeremy, this is the first time I saw the white jerseys on the Pens live.
Slick, aren't they?
Oh, they are really sharp looking.
I love them with the gold buckies.
Yeah, looks good.
So the Penguins are in their white uniforms with the Penguin logo on the chest, the black pants, white socks, and, of course, the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. And I think that the best look, and part of it might be that we didn't see him for so long that, like, we kind of got sick of the black ones, but I think these white ones are tough. And we haven't had white literally, I don't think, ever. We always had the gold alternate.
Had the gold one, yeah.
Like, or away, home jersey, I mean. As a shot comes in on the cannoli. He was able to keep a short side one out there, and this time he flicks it with the stick to the area behind for Burrows.
A good breakout right there. Oh, keep going, Jack.
Jack Carlson twisting with it at center. He's bumped from behind. Foster will force it in. No ice, no offsides there. That should have been that delay. You know, they gave him the delay. I like it, but that's not the rule. It goes back the other way now as the Pens will battle out of their own end. Good body position by the Hurricane up against the wall there. He battles with Foster. Both players fall to the ice. Carlson gets in tight, battling deep. And we crammed up the wall for Bolus kicking at it. A puck comes out to Foster, who finds Carlson darting through center. He gets body position, feeds it over to Flume, and the sniper comes out with the stick. They'll call a hold here.
And I think that's the right call. I think, definitely had body position on the player there and took advantage of a little bit of size and took his hand off the stick. So definitely the right call. So let's go 5-on-4 here and see what the Penguins power play can do.
Penguins generally unsuccessful in the power play in the last game. They had a 5-on-3 they didn't score on. They had a couple 5-on-4s. So let's see if the power play looks a little better this time. Here's Chappie up top. Switching with Caruso and driving one. A puck bouncing around in the crease is covered up and out.
You know, that was a great soft little chip in by Chappell there, trying to get to have Jimmy get a stick on it and maybe get a little bit of a chaos goal there.
Looks like the 2014's rolling on the Florida Alliance 6-1. Another 6-1 win. So 12-2, 2 6-1 W's for the 14s to start off the MoTown as a feed comes across. A backhander goes through the crease and it'll be shot and it'll be a goal. So that play goes deep into the corner and the player trying to catch the puck couldn't gather it in until very late. Sent it all the way through the crease. It popped right out to the stick of a waning Hurricane. They put it in behind.
A little bit of a strange play there, Jeremy. I mean, clean that up a little bit. Let's
a shorthanded goal against.
Yeah, let's get back on this power play and see if we can even it up here.
As Jones will find Pearsall. Pearsall cuts in. is onside to the half wall. They'll set things up here. Pearsall and Pelly playing catch. The Halton Hurricanes defending in a box formation as Pearsall carries it around, short side shot. Comes off the goaltender, rebound sits there. Schweitzer battling as it's poked past Pelly out the center. Penguins will put it back in the Halton zone. They'll regroup there and find center ice. Schweitzer able to knock it away. Pelly able to gather it in. Here's Schweitzer at center with a flip pass to a retreating Jones who finds Pearsall at the line. To the point for Pelly. Pelly down the wall to Pearsall. They'll play catch as Pearsall works it deeper for Schweitzer. His shot goes off the side of the cage. Jones there to gather in the rebound. Turns it to the net. Fires a backhander, then a forehander.
There it is.
Lucas Jones able to get puck to stick for the second time and poke that one by.
And that is just the player beating the other player to the puck right there, Jeremy. I mean, you got the goaltender moving a little left to right and got a lucky bounce off a skate, and Jonesy was able to find it before the Halton player and put it in the back of the net.
Give it a little tap, tap, taparoo and tied the game at 1 here.
So we're even on that power play, unfortunately. Not exactly the stat line you want, but we'll take it after we give up the shorthanded first.
The Penguins getting it back in the Halton end. And again, sorry for the choppiness of the feed. I can see you guys are a good bit behind here, but like I said, you'll see the whole game. We'll let her run through as it's kicked at by Pelly. So Lucas Jones with his second of the day. He had the first one for the Penguins in the last game. Starts the Penguins off in this one. A poke check there by Bolus. Comes to the stick of Flume, over to Pelly. Pelly tries to go up the wall to Carlson. That'll be cut off by the Hurricanes. Good back pressure there by Flume.
I'll tell you, that was a great sandwich by the Halton player right there. He put that thing right on the platter.
Halton controls at their line as we wind inside of 30 seconds here. It'll be dumped into the Penguin end. It'll be Burrows back to get it. The Burrow-dozer. Around behind the net, able to fire it up for Bolus. Penguins with a rush here. Bolus cutting to the middle. He'll switch with Carlson, leaving it for him. He darts one way, fakes the other, has it taken away from behind. Will it be kept at the point by Foster? It will. A drive from Flume, skitters wide of the cage. Carlson to it, he tries to chop it at the net as the horn sounds. That'll end period number 1. A period, I thought possession dominated by the Penguins, but Halton with that early goal, or the goal there midway through the period, and the Penguins able to strike back and get the equalizer.
Can't agree more. I would say the shots are, probably 10-1, 10-2. But the Penguins need to clean up a little bit of their play. Gave up the little shorty and just keep moving. It was good to see him come back on that power play and get it back. I mean, you don't put your head down, you keep driving and pick up the equalizer.
Yeah, the stick-to-itiveness of Jones there to stay with that play. The first shot came in, was blocked. He was able to get it back on his stick. He already had the goalie moving right to left there, which opened up that near side post, and Jones was able to make no doubt about it and find that area behind the goaltender. So we see Mr. Flume waving at the
Say hi to Mr. Flume.
Crowd.
Oh, I bet you Danny doesn't have the camera pointed on, so nobody can see it.
As he's in the penalty box, which is probably an appropriate place for Dr. Flume. One curious thing.
I will tell you that Tiffany would put him in that penalty box very often.
I think she frequently does. One thing I'm curious about is how you get the Halton Hurricanes named for a type of storm when they're located about 40 miles north of Detroit, and I don't think they've ever experienced a hurricane.
Coming off the lakes? I don't know. I don't know.
They're about there. I mean, they're not necessarily the middle of Canada, but pretty much the middle of Canada. They probably never had a hurricane.
Right now, I want to break out into a little Edmund Fitzgerald. Oh, right, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, Never mind. That's terrible. All right, we're going to move forward with the second period.
As the Penguins enter the Halton zone. Battling along the wall, forcing it further off of Golnack. And out to center, all the way into the Penguins' end for Foster. Foster chopping it up
Great
the wall.
play.
Golnack with a breakout feed. Just missed Halliday, but Halliday's right on it. Good positioning by the Halton defender to get it. He didn't have more speed than Halliday, but he was able to use the body to shield the puck. And the Penguins will try a forecheck now as the Hurricanes try to break through center. Rose will turn it back the other way. Good support by Golnack. Halliday will turn and twist into the offensive zone, rimming it all the way around. As they were looking for a line change. I was wondering what they were looking for, a line change for the Penguins.
I thought he was just trying to hit the referee.
Riley for the Hurricane will put it all the way back. It's icing if it's far enough, and it is. So the faceoff will come all the way back to the Halton end.
You know, last game you said the benches were pretty deep into the offensive zone. I would say here they're more on the normal side, but they look small.
They are tiny.
Yeah.
This whole facility has really little benches. We noticed it last week. Small benches. I don't know how they would fit like an older team here. You know, like a midget team or something, where they carry A, more players, but B, the players are twice the size. Because the Penguin players are stacked up on that bench.
Yep, I agree. Yep.
There's a shot from the point is gathered into the mitt and held on to.
Looks like the message right now in between games was let's get the puck to the net and create some chaos and maybe pick up some dirty goals in that blue paint. And I like it. That's my kind of game.
Pierce all set to take the draw. He's flanked by Jones and Schweitzer. It'll be Caruso and Chappell, the point man. Controlled by Chappell. Come off of the stick of Jones, gathered in. A cross ice feed will come to the point for Chappie. Chappie sends it all the way through the zone to Jones. Penguins almost look like they're on a power play here as Pearsall puts it in front for Jones. Schweitzer will turn with it behind the cage. Finds Pearsall. Pearsall looking in front. Faking one way. Reversing to Jones. Jones has Schweitzer behind the net. He'll pull up instead. Working it all the way to the point.
Oh.
And a pass D to D there ends up out of the zone. Penguins will regroup and re-enter the Halton end. Schweitzer able to get to it. Caruso keeps it in once and twice. Here's Pearsall off the wall. Back in, it split Jones and Schweitzer. They weren't sure who should take it. And who took it? The Hurricanes. They'll get to center and dump it in. Shappy to the corner. Trying to go up the boards. Carlson will jump in. The Hurricanes back on the puck. A drive blocked by Jones. Oh, he just couldn't spring.
Oh, I thought he had it.
But Carlson there like a gnat able to pester the puck away. Carlson with it. Fresh legs of Jack Carlson. I remember that kid, 41, Sedlicki or something. As a shot goes through the crease of the cannoli.
We need a D change right here, Jeremy. We've been on for a while. It was a D, Dad. I pay attention. Oh, get deep.
The Hurricanes will be offside, so they'll get that change that they need. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off here at Buffalo Wild Wings Arena. And we're in like the bigger of the arenas here. Rink 4.
I'll tell you, it's a much better arena than we were at earlier today. So
better than the big boy.
I see some Silver Sticks banners up in the rafters here. So obviously had some success out of this arena.
Halton Hurricanes will get it up to center ice where Flume takes over. He has it knocked away from him deep into the Penguins' end. Pelly will reverse, Track over to get it. We've noticed Track quite a few times here throughout this one. Lyndon Track having a good game thus far. Here comes Pelly up the wing. Oh. His centering pass is cut off. He'll switch with Flume. Flume will work it to the corner. Flume has it taken away and back on the Hurricanes. It was a 3-on-2. And an errant pass will end up on the stick of a Penguin at their blue line. Up off the stick of Flume. He darts to the middle, has it knocked away there. Track again with the puck. He dumps it in onside, they'll say, as it's rimmed behind the Halton cage. Crashing down the wall is Halliday. Good support by Carlson. Halliday with a tight turn, trying to pressure the puck that's flipped out the center and controlled by Foster. Foster over to Burrows. Burrows dumping it in. Penguins jump up on that forecheck. It's the OG, Owen Golnack. Like it was shot out of a cannon, disrupting a drive from Burrows is off the outside of the cage.
Nobody would get more excited if that kid could put one in the back of the net than this guy right here. But we'll see if it happens this weekend.
Golnack up on the forecheck pressure. Now Brenneman disrupts. Halliday will flip it back to Burrows. Burrows up the wall for Golnack. The Penguins are about 5 steps offsides there. Halliday was
a little ahead of the play.
Just a bit offside. So we'll face off in the neutral zone. It'll be Pearsall, Schweitzer, and Jones. Puck controlled by the Pens.
I love that little pass.
I do too. Right through the seam to Jones. Foster forced to turn the other way, but he'll dump it up the wall. Penguins will get on the forecheck. It's Pearsall first. Foster crashing down the wall as the puck bounces up in the air in front of the Penguin bench and is retrieved by Schweitzer, who finds Jones. Now it's Burrows. Halton doing a good job standing the Penguins up at the line here until Rowan Burrows driving in. And his pass just intercepted before it got through to Pearsall.
I'm sure that was great audio right there, Jeremy, of me just losing my mind on
it was phenomenal.
Thinking that was a great pass from Rowan to Braden.
It was just intercepted as a shot comes in on the cannoli. He'll get the mitt on top of it for a whistle and a stop and play.
And that, folks, is why I usually stand in the corner by myself.
That Dallas game, or the Boston game 2 weeks ago, I was like having heart palpitations all butt up here, freaking out over every time they gained our zone. I'm like, no. So I know the feeling. As the Penguins break back, it's the 90s on 9 line. Bolus, as it turned back the other way, will regroup to Caruso. And an offside play on the Pens. Face off a reset outside of the zone. Yeah, a couple Silver Sticks banners and some district championships. I'm not sure who necessarily plays out of here. St. Clair Shores, Michigan. That's the Silver Stick location. Midget AA banners hanging.
We got a little bit of a rush going the other way.
As the
Haven't seen much
Hurricanes
of that.
will fire one on the cannoli, who has the rebound pop out front and is cleared by the Pens defense. Here comes Flume. One-on-one, has it knocked away. He'll stay right with it. Penguins up on the forecheck. It's Bolus disrupting. Allows the puck to come free at center for Caruso. Flume will flick it on the backhand all the way deep into the Halton end. Penguins getting on a line change again. Good short shifts here as Golnack's out. Rising like a bee, gets it to Carlson in front down.
Yeah! What a play. What a play. Quick turnover. Made him pay for it. Jack to Jimmy.
That's Halliday. James Halliday.
I like it. I like that.
Getting the goal.
Little 007 reference there. I like it. A great goal. Jack with great vision, finding Jimmy, walking down Main Street. Jimmy just makes no mistake about it, just buries that in the back of the net. See if that momentum keeps going.
As a half slapper by Golnack goes just wide. It's the recent goal scorer, Halliday, in the corner. He looks like he has an extra step in this one. As it continues to work deep. Brenneman on the puck, supported well.
I tell you, Zach working underneath there. Surprised the defender, didn't see it coming. It was a great play.
Halliday with a wrister that's blocked off of his skate, gets in on net and is kicked aside. Good save. On a deflected puck. As it just tipped away from Brenneman at the last second. Back on the Hurricane. Pelly will force it to the outside. Pulling up in the corner. The Penguins able to toss it behind the net. Comes all the way around for Track. And again, Track with another breakout. This time for Jones. Driving into the backhand. He finds Iron and then the back of the net.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a great break. What a pass by Track. I mean, made that whole thing happen. Jones going wide. Great finish. Forehand, backhand, off the post, off the back of the goaltender, into the back of the net.
What a great play. Lucas Jones able to finish. Like you said, that breakout pass by Lyndon Track. And how many times have we mentioned him, especially in his own end, making that outlet pass. A phenomenal play by Lyndon Track, and an even better finish by Lucas Jones, his second of the game. Puck will be dumped in as Schweitzer gets bumped along the wall. Rose picks it up behind the Penguins net. Penguins leading 3-1 as the Hurricane get a shot off. That's blocked by the Brodozer. He's hobbled a bit.
I hope it hurts because he turned it over.
It'll be Beersall off the wall.
Sorry, Ro. Dad's brutal up here.
I love it. That's awesome. I hope it hurts. He turned it over. As it's put in behind. Schweitzer in after. Rolling puck. Swiped away by Schweitzer to the area behind the net. Hurricanes unable to clear. Here's Carlson on the puck. Trying for the point. It'll be taken away by Halton as they get out the center no further than Chappie. Chappie with a cross-ice feed to D'Angelo. In front for Jack Carlson, and it just rolls off of his stick. Now Bolus chopping at it. Couldn't get it towards the cage, and the Hurricanes counterattack. In front of their bench for a shot that's blocked by Chappie all the way to the corner. He'll battle the whole way there. Able to dislodge the puck around to the near side. Carlson to Flume. Flume with an indirect pass off the wall. Looking to spring Carlson. It'll come to Chappie. He'll spring Carlson. He'll go off the wall to Bolus. Following on down the wall comes Chappell. Chappell in front. A rolling puck will be cleared by the Hurricane. Back they come through center. Defended well that time to the outside by former defenseman Bolus. As a shot comes in, a good centering pass and a better save by the Cannoli. This one gets in on the Cannoli, and he's able to kick it to the area behind the net.
Whoa.
Puck comes out in front. No, not in. And the Penguins will have to ice it. The Penguins under some trouble. The goalie plays it.
Look at Brenneman like a dog on the bone.
Able to disrupt it. You'll get I'm guessing you'll get a word to the goaltender about that one. Playing the puck there on the icing call. This one will be icing as well. Caruso able to.
I think that goalie made a big mistake there whenever he didn't realize who he had bearing down on his defenseman. Kind of left him hanging out to dry when they could have had an offensive faceoff. So I assume the coach will talk to him about that in between the second and the third.
It'll be Brenneman to the faceoff dot. Winning it cleanly to Pelly. A quick move around a defender has it knocked away to the corner. Brenneman up on the forecheck though. Trades off with Halliday. Now Galnack as the Hurricanes will use the boards to break it out. A good stick by Brenneman, and he darts back in. Winding, centering it back across. There's Galnack, and there is Halliday. That was like ludicrous speed go by Brenneman.
What a play by Brenneman right there. And then behind the back, over to Galnack, and then tapping it in. Halliday?
What a play.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
What a play by Zach. Fantastic. Just made that whole play happen, and then, the boys just keep coming. As soon as they see him go, everybody's going that way. It's coming in waves, boys.
And the Penguins make it 4-1 here. An explosion of goals in the second as Jones drives down. He's got a pair. Halliday's got a pair. How about that behind the back pass?
Oh, man. Beautiful.
Filth. Just filth. I think we got that one on replay as well. I think we got 2 of the good replays here so far in this one. If you're watching at home on the choppy feed, we got to get like a local sushi joint to sponsor our games from Buffalo Wild Wings Arena
That
for the choppy
is
feed.
hilarious, Jeremy. I don't know what else to say about that other than you can't go farther away from chicken wings than sushi.
Choppy feed continues as Schweitzer comes out. Look at the feed for Pearsall. He's in, winding, firing, and a kick saving it, Andy. What an outlet pass there by Schweitzer, hitting Pearsall, coming with reckless abandon into the offensive zone. Now Carlson's on the forecheck. His forecheck will force it to the stick of Bolus. It'll be kept in at the line now by Foster. He chops it down the wall before it's rejected by the Hurricanes out the center. Here's Rose with a heavy wrister that's blockered to the corner. We banked off the wall. And the Hurricanes are out to the Penguin line before being turned back, an indirect feed. We've seen that a couple times.
Great pass right there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, baby.
Jack Carlson, the duck-billed platypus.
You know, that great feed by Rowan up the wall just ends in a perfect play from Flume to Carlson, back of the net. That is poetry in motion to me right there, buddy.
As now the Penguins have a 5-1 lead.
Your scoreboard's right. Theirs is wrong.
Yeah,
they
they
don't
still
know
have
what's
it at
going
4.
on. They still have it at 4.
Now it's 5. They got
there
it.
you go.
Just took them a minute. Here comes Flume for Bolus. Bolus darting in. Wristing one that's blockered and pounced on by the Hurricane goaltender.
You know, I will say Flume with the apple on his birthday. You know, I would rather have a bunch of apples on my birthday
Then a Gino.
than a Gino.
Ran him into the dot to take the face-off. Pop to the corner. There's Halliday in after it. Spins out of the corner in front for the OG for a one-time little snapshot towards the cage that's turned away. Renneman back to it now as the Penguins try to cycle down low. It's Halliday. Brenneman, Golnack. Halliday leaning on the puck. Brenneman will dig it out. Or I'm sorry, Golnack will dig it out. Brenneman to it now. He's bumped heavily as it comes to Golnack. A centering pass. He was looking for Halliday.
That would have been the HT right there, right, Jeremy?
That would have been. As here comes Golnack with speed into the zone for a wrist shot that's fought off by the goaltender. The arm raised. A high stick. That was in like unison there.
Yeah. We're both thinking the same thing. We both didn't see it. I don't know.
Is it Chappie headed off?
Is it
No.
Brenneman?
Brenneman headed off.
Well, folks, you at home may have saw it, but I sure didn't see it here in the arena. We got 10.2 left on the second period.
And the Hurricanes will get a power play here. They'll have 10 seconds to try to do it in the second, and then about a minute and 20 in the third if they're unable to crack the cannoli at the end of this period. As Pearsall shoves it up the wall to be kept in. A shot bouncing in on the cannoli. Great job to direct that to the wall, and that horn will tell you we are at the end of 2 periods. It's the Penguins 5, the Halton Hurricanes 1, here on Cine TV.
That's kind of more of what we expected right here, Jeremy. I mean, that second period, Penguins kind of poured it on there. Got a couple quick ones in on them. I mean, some beautiful plays from, particularly the Brenneman play, the Flume pass. I mean, the boys are buzzing now, and that's what I think we need to show for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, you've seen the crispness, the creativity You have some behind-the-back passes, a couple spinoramas. I see Mr. Bolus rolling in from a successful day for the 14s.
Penn's Elite. Here we go, baby. Bring the whole program.
So, yeah, definitely we've seen the territorial advantage, but I've loved the creativity and crispness of this team so far through that second period. Let's see if they can continue it in the third.
Yeah, I'm sure that this Hurricanes team isn't going to give up anytime soon. So, once we figure out why they're the Hurricanes.
Yeah. They could be like the snow drifts, the fire. We had that all summer long. I'm not sure how.
The Hurricanes. They could have used a hurricane during that fire, unfortunately.
Yeah. As we switch sides, we'll put 14 minutes on the clock, and we'll finish this on the 200 by 85-foot sheet of frozen water. As the Penguins dump it into the Hurricane zone. Bringing it back up. Where Pelly defends. He's able to disrupt the play, and the Hurricanes will force it into the Penguins' corner as they try to set up along the half wall here. Possessing down low. It'll come free looking. The Hurricanes looking to get something here as they carry it behind the net. Trying to find an open teammate. They will along the wall. Good low to high play here. As that's booted about a bit. It'll be cleared by Pearsall to Schweitzer. He makes a move. An inside-outside double behind the backer for Schweitzer before being turned back the other way. There's that creativity. Here's Foster to Jones. From creativity to power.
Oh, just buries it far post.
With an absolute rocket. Lucas Jones.
Just a great play by Schweitzer to keep that puck and pressure on the forward or on the defenseman there. And then finding Jones coming down the left side. Makes no mistake when he comes down and pumps that one inside the far post.
Winding up with the clap bomb. He's dropping bombs, the HT for 1-8. His fourth of the day, a big day for Jones. He's back on the puck.
He's feeling it now, Jeremy. He just wants more.
Works it to Carlson. Carlson and Jones teaming up here. Puck tossed behind. It's batted about between the defenders behind the Halton net. As Bros has it come off of a forechecker, it'll come free for Foster. Foster's rim attempt trying to get it over to Jones is blocked. And now Halton's cycling deep. A centering pass will be rejected back by Bolus. And here comes Carlson through center. He finds Bolus crashing the net. Here's Flume in the high slot with a wrister up high. Catches the goalie, I believe, off the face mask there. Flume with a big chance.
Just finding those soft areas, and he'll rip a few home by the end of the weekend.
Here's Flume at center. Back for Chappie. Chappie all the way across the ice. He was looking for Flume.
He had him going.
A nice defensive play there to chop the puck out of the air by the Hurricane defense. A little sauce. Right to Bolus, who darts in. Carrying to the far boards. In the corner he goes. Up top for Brenneman, fresh off the bench. Brenneman stopping in the corner. Eyes up, looking, winding, and driving one towards the cage. Another heavy wrist shot fought off.
That was a great job by Tyler Bolus to delay a little bit, get a line change, get some support coming down low. Finding Brenneman. Brenneman absolutely rips one. Nice save by the goaltender.
Oh, I didn't realize we're on a running clock now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the clock will be off on my end here by probably about 15 seconds for the rest of the game, so I'll give you an idea of where we are. As it into the Penguin zone. Usually that comes at 6 goals, I thought. Maybe 5 in this one. Anyway.
I think the round robin's probably a little bit different, Jeremy. Oh.
As it's out in front, a big stop by the Cannoli.
great stop by him. He was going the wrong way and was still be able to get that flipper out there and make that save.
Cat-like quickness from the stuffed pastry.
I could go for one of those. Oh,
so
sniper in the building.
Back come the Hurricanes. Between the legs of Pelly. Picking up on the other side before Track there to swipe it away. Lyndon Track, I think, would get one of Pearsall's or the Commodore's 3 stars in this one. He has been fantastic at his own end. Here comes Pelly back to the Halton zone. Just the breakout passes, the transition game.
Can't agree more. He's played very well. Skating, vision, it's all working tonight for Lyndon Track.
Here's Jonesy. Looking for Pearsall. He'll just miss him.
Ooh.
But following on Flume. Flume down the wing with its wrist shot. Comes to Jones, who pokes it towards the net. Nothing able to get the whole way through. Halton will try to counterattack, but there's Pearsall, and now Jones playing takeaway.
Penguins are starting to put on a skating clinic here. Oop.
Here is
low to high, high to low. The rotation's moving. I mean, puck possession. It's all moving right now for the Penguins.
We want to make sure to say hello to Coach Kyle Verbeek at home, recovering from illness. Hopefully he's feeling better by the minute, as the Penguins are led by the assistant duo of Pelly and Halliday, holding down the fort here in MoTown, as the Hurricanes force a turnover. Good defensive play there by Bros. And back come the Hurricanes, but Bros there again. It's like a force field at times around that Penguin net of Penguin defenders. A bouncing puck will be picked up by Flume. Back come the Hurricanes.
Oh,
Darting in, a shot will come off the cannoli, bouncing in behind, he'll keep it out. It's Foster on the line, shoving it up under the cannoli. I thought he was going to turn him into like a hand puppet there for a second with his stick.
He stuffed that cannoli by himself.
Yeah, he did.
That thing was dancing on the line, Jeremy. I mean, we could see it from here. That thing was right on the line. So good break for the Penguins there to keep that puck out of the net.
As we get a face-off. Here comes Brenneman. I was able to catch the clock up a little bit, folks. Only about 2 or 3 seconds off.
Did they stop it there, Jeremy?
No, I learned a little stop-start trick, so like a little fast-forward to the clock. They won't be able to tell on the choppy stream that we have, but because as of right now, they're about 6 minutes behind our game, 6 or 7. But we'll leave this run live, so you'll see it all.
Well, I'm sure they all have a glass of wine or a Manhattan in their hand, and they don't mind.
We got Caruso commenting on how good Ryan Bros is as a color guy. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And
thanks, Matt. I appreciate all of the
Kerry Bredeman on the chat.
All the support.
Elaine loving the extra love to the defense here with the D-Dad on the mic. Giving all the support to the D as the Penguins will break it out. Here's Chappie. Winding and firing a wrist shot that finds the mitt.
Nobody was hoping for that puck to go in more right there than me whenever we're talking about D support. You know, get a nice shot from Chappie right in the back of the net. It would have been fantastic. It would have worked all together.
They'll get. They might have one in them here. Although they're doing such a great job protecting the net.
I was going to
say, what more can you ask from them?
Trust me, I would. The goal is to win games, not to score your own points. So we all know this team's about that. So
Schweitzer with a wrister. Pelly able to keep it down the half wall. Keeping the pressure on the Hurricanes here as Pelly comes across the blue line. His wrist shot deflects off of a stick, and Pearsall almost batted that out of midair. A couple more years of baseball would have helped.
You know, I imagine for a goaltender that's got to be a tough save. I mean, that thing's fluttering in. You don't know if it's going to land short. You got guys swinging at it. I assume that, tough to stay, focused in on that puck.
Stay focused, but also get a freeze. A lot of times that, with that player right there, you let that rebound bounce out. You never know what Pearsall's going to do with it. He could go roof city with that.
Yeah.
Here's Jones getting it behind the net for Track. Track, he might be, they do like QB ratings. I want to do Linden Track breakout ratings because I bet you he's got a perfect breakout rating right now. Like, he's even got a touchdown pass on the breakaway.
Tape to tape every time. Right on the money.
Battling along the wall, here's Pearsall. 4:20 to play here in period number 3. Schweitzer will get it to Bros. Bros to the line. Cranks it deep. It'll be picked up by Halton. Will escape their zone. A rolling puck will be put back into the Halton end by Bros. Carlson banks it off the boards. Sends it all the way across. And there's a wrister by Flume that's gobbled up.
What a great look by Carlson across to make that pass. Just finds that little bit of a seam. That's not easy to do, folks. Like, that's fast. It's happening quick. And he's able to find that seam right on the tape. Flumer finishes that more often than not.
Carlson pressures as the Hurricanes reverse to the near side wall. Trying to exit their zone, it'll be Jack Carlson preventing that. A second attempt comes out to Foster, who puts it in on an offside play. Yes, we were noticing earlier a lofted area above the scorer's box. And maybe we should have tried to get up over there.
I don't know, Jeremy. That might not hold my...
We may have been escorted out of the arena.
Yeah.
Again.
I don't know if you brought up the, people got to click that subscribe button for the Cine TV feed you have going on here.
And I've had the question, like, how do I know I don't have a YouTube account? You most likely do. If you have Gmail, it works for your YouTube. They're owned by the same company. So if you have a Gmail account, you use those credentials to log in and hit the subscribe button. As Flume wrists one wide to the near side. He was looking for that top corner. He just missed.
Doing this for the first time on the Keller side, I will say that I'm impressed with the setup and equipment that goes into doing this. So
it is a lot.
You all should appreciate what Jeremy does and definitely hit that button.
Taking a toll on my bank account.
In for a penny, in for a pound, my friend.
As a centering pass, what a job there by Caruso in front of the net. Hog tying a Hurricane, and back come the Penguins. It's Halliday. Outside, inside, looking for the stick of Brenneman as he shoots one. It'll end up behind the net. Forecheck by the OG. It'll get out to center where Caruso will find Chappell. Chappell and Caruso connecting. Caruso gains that center red and dumps it in. Rimmed around by the Hurricanes. I think I've called him the Hurricane a lot. I like it. I'm going with it. I think there is an S at the end. But it reminds me of like the old Stanford Cardinal.
I still think we should go with the snowstorms or something.
Yeah, like the blizzards, something that makes sense. It'd be like being the Canadian dingoes. Like.
The dingo ate my baby. Oh, and we've gone down the rabbit hole that we just need this game to end.
At least I haven't sang yet. As Jones tries to get one towards the cage. Back come the Hurricanes. Track there to take it away at center. Banked off the boards. Chopped by Jones. It'll be the Hurricanes trying one more time. Trying to come through center. Pelly there to turn it the other way. He feeds it up to Schweitzer. Schweitzer possesses along the wall. His feed. He tries to go across to Pelly. It'll be intercepted. And the Hurricanes will try to run a breakout. Pelly picks it off. Schweitzer coming free. Into the zone, to the backhand. Driving, short side, he's just forced wide. Good slide over play there by a back checker to force Schweitzer wide of the net as Pelly controls. Penguins, no quit here.
No, and I will say with the Hurricane, they have not gotten dirty in this kind of a little bit of a blowout game. I'm very impressed with the way they were coached and the way they behaved. So they competed the whole way. So great win by the Penguins right there. Kept the puck moving, had great puck movement, skated well, and heading into having a first successful day and heading into the second day where you will get to hear the Commodore come back on the mic.
And the